Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Samsonite Proxis Global Carry-On Spinner, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So this is a hard side spinner bag from Samsonite, and it's made with polypropylene, but they call it Roxin, which is like a multi-layered, their version, I guess. But so it's flexible, but it's very lightweight, and it does seem to be durable, especially with like this design going down here. It hides a lot of scuffs and scratches, and you can kind of see things just sort of rub off nicely. I've got some scuffs here, but I don't even think you can see them there. So it really does, it holds up pretty well, which is really great. There are a couple of carry handles around here. We've got one here, which they're like plastic, but they flex and expand as you need them. And then there is another at the top, which is not surprising. And then before we move on, we do have the Samsonite logo right here at the top. It just kind of goes with the whole vibe of the bag, which is really great. And then the telescoping handle has the button on the top to push to extend, and it stops at 3 different places along the way up to the top, which I'll show you later. But we've got like this metal channel, or this metal handle, but a plastic top, and it's very comfortable to hold, clicks nicely, no issues there. You do see the outside of the handle, from the outside of the bag, so do with that what you will, however you feel about that. But I've seen several other bags like this doing the same thing. I think it saves them a little bit of ounces and extra material covering it up. So it might be just something to get used to. The wheels spin very nicely, and they have like a rubber coating on them, so they're pretty quiet, and yet they handle pretty much any terrain I threw at them really well, which is very nice. Definitely something you want to see. And then we have YKK zippers on this bag, and they click into a TSA approved lock here. I gotta shift it back to our little handy code. So it just pops out like that, very easy. But there's another zipper, which I'm gonna flip the bag over to show you. And it is the expansion zipper. And I only wanna point out that it doesn't look that much different than the other zippers. So if you don't have them locked into place and you have them sort of over by where the expansion zipper is, it is easy to grab the wrong one when you want it. So that's just something you'll want to keep in mind, and maybe just always lock them into place. I don't know, I always like them at the top for going in and out. So that's where sort of it came into play a little bit, but not so much. One other thing to mention, you see this little lightning bolt here. This is a charging pass-through. There's a place inside where you can stow a battery bank with a built-in cord. Now, both sides of that built-in cord are USB-A. So you will have to use USB-A to make this work for you, and you can charge at the gate or whatever, or you'll have to bring some sort of a universal cable or dongle to switch it up if USB-A does not work for you. So with the unique design and the different colorways you can get it in, this is petrol blue, by the way, but it comes in like lime, also black and silver. There's another bright colorway. So if you want to stand out, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The design, like I said, it hides a lot of things, so it might be something you do or do not like. It's rolling luggage. It looks like rolling luggage. It's just pick your preference as to whether you want smooth sides or not. But speaking of, see, it does roll quite nicely. The only issue I ever had was like if I just shoved it forward on a smooth surface, eventually it hooks to the left. But I didn't have any issues with that rolling along behind me or beside me. It is easy to sort of change directions either way. Oh, that squeak's new. That never happened before. That's interesting. I might have just been sort of, doing it wrong or something. The handle is very easy to extend and retract, and it stops at different points along the way. 3 should be good enough for pretty much any height. I had no issues with it. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead, take a moment, click like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. And now there are no external pockets or anything, so let's dive into the main compartment. It took me a while to realize, but this the place where TSA would unlock it is also how you unlock it. You just push it forward, they pop out, abracadabra, we're in business. And they are, you know, it's pretty much just a regular clamshell bag, just as if we would, you know, you see in a lot of bags. What I will say though is that I pack this one differently. It is definitely a carry-on compliant size with a lot of different airlines. It's more so than some other bags which are just slightly over the limits. This one seems to be pretty well within the limits. I know it's still only it's not a huge percentage, but it's better than a lot. So, but what you will see, this is the back panel here, and that you will see they're both held down by these panels. However, I do want to point out, actually, before we go any further, this is the side where the expansion zipper is. And so if you engage the expansion, which is, again, which zipper is it? Oh, sorry about that. So if you engage the expansion, you will see that it ends up, you get the extra space over top of this panel, which seems a little, it was perplexing to me. Now on this opposite side, we have this zipper mesh pocket, which has like a little extra gusset. So you could like really bulk this one out and maybe then it would expand into there. But if you didn't do that and you wanted to stick a few extra things here, then they aren't going to be held down by anything when you open it up. So just keep that in mind, you know, that you do get a couple inches extra space. So that's really great, but it's above the hold down panel. So when you open this up, this is the side that has these compression straps, but they're under the panel. And then you will see though, the handle takes up a lot of usable space. So this side is usually where I would end up putting a lot of packing cubes, and I do have them here, but I do have to say that in practice, I ended up sort of putting like shoes and other things over here just to better make use of the odd space than to, then usually I would fill this with more clothing and whatnot. But with those channels, it seems to stick out more than others. I don't know why. Maybe it's me. Maybe it was just the way I was feeling this time. Over here though, on the front side of the bag, you see, look, there's a little lightning bolt again, and this is where you are going to plug in a battery bank to charge your device. Again, it's got to be USB-A, not USB-C, so that may impact your use of that section. As I mentioned, we've got this zipper mesh pocket. I used it for like hat and gloves, thinner things. That's just what I tend to put there, but that, you can obviously put whatever you want in there. And then in here, we have basically just an open space, which I found better for. This is a toiletry bag, and this is a really big packing cube, and I found better here. This is where the battery bank hangs out. So while I really don't have a problem with this bag per se, it just wasn't as user-friendly as a lot of the other bags that I have tested, roller bags that I have tested, and it seems to have a very high price point for what you're getting. There are definitely ones that cost hundreds of dollars less that we like more, and that's my issue with it. If I didn't have the comparison, I would not have near as many issues with this bag. It just seems to not work as well as I would prefer for the price point. However, if you like the organization and it works for you, then definitely there's nothing wrong with it, and it might be great for your next trip. So there you have it, the Samsonite Proxis Global Carry-On Spinner. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.